Hey everybody, and welcome to take number 5 on the clip of this episode of Park 8 EV. That is funny. Anybody that creates videos will understand that. So, this is a 2007 KLR. It sat for 3 years, and it was gummed up. They're carbureted bikes, and if you do not run the fuel out of that carburetor, if the bike's going to sit, it will gum up and not run. So this one sat for 3 years, was brought to me by a brother of mine, and it's a nice bike. So I took the carburetor off. I use a manual always. Recommend using a manual because I don't know everything. And I took the carburetor totally apart and looked at all the parts and examined them like the manual says to. And I got this stuff, which I highly recommend. You can get at any parts store. It's Chem Dip Carburetor Cleaner. Oh, the lighting is terrible. Chem Dip Carburetor Cleaner. It's definitely user-friendly. It's got a basket, and you put your body in it, your float bowl, and all that in there, and it just cleans them up. Let them sit overnight, and it'll take a lot of that crap off. But that's another whole episode of how to clean out a carburetor. But you can't get them too clean. Make sure all that grud is off of them. Clean them up real good. Make sure the jets are open. So I did all that and put the bike back together. It would not run. So that was baffling to me. The bike would start and die. Start and die. Start and die. And I took the spark plug out and it was all flooded with fuel. So I was like, what is going on? So then I'm itching my head. Kind of put me in like a 2-month delay, honestly. Why wouldn't a bike run? And my buddy's like, what's the matter? I'm like, I don't know. I'm tapped out. So I didn't give up. I ordered a carburetor kit from All Balls. There's the part number. Okay? So instead of trying to clean all of those old parts, I went ahead and bought a kit. From Schlitz, I bought some Oversized Jets. The stock jet for a KLR is 145. I want to go bigger. My KLR has a 155 in it, and it runs really, really well. They'll run on the stock jets, but in my opinion, not really well, and they run hot. So I put a 155 in mine after putting my Lex on it, and it cooled the bike down, and the bike is super angry, meaning it's powerful. It's not, sluggish. So what I did yesterday was I rotated the carburetor because I've taken it off this bike 500 times trying to figure out the issue. And you can rotate the carburetor by just loosening the clamps and taking the cables off and making it accessible. You got to take the tank off, of course, but you rotate it, you can get to the float bowl. I took it apart and I rejetted it and put the parts in it that I needed to put into it. And also, you guys saw the clip on the petcock. The petcock was destroyed because the tank had to be cleaned out and put a coating in it, which I didn't know could be done. So that's cool. They put a whole new coating in that tank so we can keep the stock tank. And I got the gravity-fed petcock on it that I did a segment on yesterday. It's gravity-fed, not vacuum-fed. So I covered that yesterday in my petcock segment. And I plugged up the vacuum line. That has to be done or the bike will not run right because it's getting too much air. So this must be plugged up. Let's get to the good part. Let's see if this 2007 KLR 650 that's been sitting for 3 years, that came with me with a carburetor full of gunk and a bad gas tank. Let's see if these old KLRs are what people say they are. I think anybody watching this video knows what's about to happen. These bikes amaze me. This thing sat for 3 years. Of course we changed the oil. Of course we changed the plug. Look at this exhaust. That's a DG. I've never even heard of one. Mine has the Lex on it. Let's give it a crank and see what happens. Listen to that. That is a thumper, baby. Listen to that bike run, man. No backfiring. Yep, I'm proud of myself. like off. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It costs you nothing, and it boosts my ego. Actually, it helps the channel with some growth, and it's just exciting to me. And if you like this content, browse through the channel. I have a lot of how-to videos on all kinds of motorcycle stuff. Fork seals, braided lines, oversized front rotors, extended shift levers, how to rebuild carburetors. I just got all kinds of stuff in there. I'm learning how to categorize my channel so that it's more user-friendly, but I'm just an old guy that loves KLRs, loves dual sports, loves motorcycles, and loves YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your support, and stay tuned for the next video.